they could use these powers that came from Africa, these traditions with using the pufferfish to technically kill somebody and then resurrect that person and brainwash them to be your zombie. Wait.
What the fuck?
Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid.
Tell me, boy.
All right then. All right,
You
Big Papi.
sound like a fucking mandingo throat fuck you when you trying to spit out his children, fool.
Hey, dog, I don't spit out children, homie. I swallow them. Wait. That's no. You know what, bro? I don't appreciate you coming in hot, fool. You need to come in a little bit more smoother, bro.
None of that, fool. I'm like a big old Boeing 757 plane just about to touch down, fool. I'm gonna go in deep, fast, and hard because I'm gonna make that
I
shit
thought
go.
you were about to say Boeing 57 plane about to hit into the fucking Twin Towers. If you would have said that, that would have been some fucked up shit. I would have been like, damn, that's some fucked up shit. I shouldn't be laughing about this, but oh well.
Should have came in. Nah, fool, it's like WW2 when Hiroshima Nagasaki and the motherfuckers. That's how I'm gonna blow.
See, people think that's not. See, like, why is that insensitive? Like, if you would have said the Boeing 57 coming in hot like the Twin Towers, then I would have been like, oh my god, just because it's more recent. But technically, also the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki was pretty sad. So like,
It was. Agreed.
testicles 1, 2, testicles.
Yes, sir. Big Tank in the house. Salute, mother suckers.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm your humble host, Trebles Garcia. This is Paranoid Radio Podcast. And joining me in the 1 to 2 is the best colors in the planet. Big Tank, salute.
Salute. Big dog, what's cracking? What's bragging? What's good out there?
What's bracking, cuz? What's up, cuz? What it do, baby boo? I choose you, Pikachu. We up and running.
Or a Squirtle type of person, but you do you, big dog.
Yeah, I mean, Squirtle. I'll be up in your ear moaning like Bulbasaur.
I think if you're gonna moan in my ear, I think I would want to hear the Pika.
How?
Pikachu!
Charmander, charm. We're running. Guys, welcome back. We have an amazing episode for you, finalizing our Fright Fest extravaganza here at Paranoid Radio Podcast. As you already know, I am Trebles and Big Tank, rocking the house as always, bringing you that amazing energy. We have a really good episode for all of you guys. But before all of that, Big Tank, I'm going to introduce a new segment. I call it the Preview Review. This segment, we're bringing you actually what
Send me some news. Am I gonna get the sneak peek away? Is that what we talking about?
I'm gonna let you get the tip though, real quick. The little tip of the news.
Right? Say that.
Guys, we're gonna read you live reviews on people that have left live reviews on Apple Podcasts, followed with a shout out for the listener of the week. That is right. Guess who's coming back? The randomizer machine. So Big Tank, connect the randomizer.
Dude, fuck that bitch. Me and her got a love and hate relationship, and unless she wants to run the fade, let me know.
She's a corpse now. She's a fucking zombie now. So she's a French zombie. She's a French zombie maid. Oh, damn.
A little bit of necrophilia. Is that what you're telling me?
Hey, I just made that zombie look a little hot. God damn.
She got a dump truck.
Connect the randomizer machine. Give me the listener of the week.
A randomizer machine, do your thing.
Paranoid Radio.
As you already know, guys, this is only preview reviews from Apple Podcasts. And this is the name, Ventura Rave. She just dropped it 3 days ago. Ventura Rave. And she goes, it's super good, 5 stars. I just started listening and I love the energy. This podcast is so underrated. These guys bring great information to people. Love it, guys. Ventura Rave, thank you so much for that. I love the energy and thank you so much for taking part and dropping a preview review on Apple Podcasts. Woo, 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 woo,
Yes,
woo, woo.
sir. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. Salute. Salute.
Now let's end this portion and bring the best segment in the planet. It's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's Partner Radio. Tech, what is happening?
What is happening, my people? You guys know the deal. This is the best segment of the show where I give you guys his 2 stories and I want you guys his 2 cents. And this is how it's gonna go down.
Bulbasaur. Wait. I mean, that's not the right one. Sorry.
The
bank of knowledge. Sorry, bro. I'm late.
You good, Big Dog? You good? Hi, my people. So I'm actually gonna do a brand new one. I'm tired of the whole serial killer. Even though we are in Fright Fest, there hasn't really been much founding on that. So I'm gonna give you guys something new.
Ooh.
Yes, it's more of an old prehistory story going on. Yes. So this child, and I'm gonna call him a child. He was technically a teenager.
Mhm.
This child was at a school, normal thing, no big deal. He was infatuated with his teacher.
Ooh.
Yes. So this is where it starts getting creepy. He starts sending notes to the teacher that he loves her, that he'll do whatever it takes, yada yada yada. So the teacher doesn't think much of it, thinks more of a puppy love type of vibe. And this is where things start getting interesting. He ends up going to the women's restroom. As soon as she goes in there, he goes in there, he kills her and has sex with her.
Wait.
Real life story, real motherfucking life story. Okay, so this is the worst part. Okay, he throws her in a garbage truck. I mean, not in the garbage truck, in a garbage can, and leaves her in the back part. And everybody is seeing this on camera. Him take a garbage can and just leave it in the back of nowhere. All of this is being recorded. Well, not the whole raping or anything like that. But they found it suspicious that a little kid's taking, well, not a little kid, a teenager is taking a garbage can all the way to the back of the school. I guess they were close to some woods, and he just left it in the back. It should be fine right here.
What?
He just got sentenced to 76 years in prison.
And that's the only fucking nut he's ever gonna have. Well, at least
well, they about to run through him, big dog. OG Bumbo coming in hot.
Coming in hot like the Twin Towers. That's fucked up.
Hey, but what do you think about that, big dog? What do you think about? Can you justify an infatuation like that?
That is insane, crazy, and I think I've heard about this. The thing is, look, bro, I don't know how to bring this. I don't know how to break it down to you. It's kind of fucked up that we live in a world where kids are so desensitized because of games, because they don't have the mother around, because their mother's working, or because their father's always working 12-hour shifts. You know where we come from.
Agreed. On to the next one, my people. You guys know the deal. So,
yeah.
Believe it or not, it's a little bit more of something that's going on, and I think it should really bring awareness. My people, they were giving out candy at this festival where this kid ended up getting sick. Okay. No big deal. Kids get sick all the time, too much candy, or maybe they get sick, parents didn't think much of it. The little kid had, quote unquote, digested 13 pennies, which was giving him a stomach poisoning.
13 pennies? How the fuck you swallow 13 pennies?
They did not disclose of it. I'm gonna say some type of Laffy Taffy. I am gonna say that is a little bit on the kid's fault, to be honest. If you feel something metal crunching in your mouth, something ain't right. Something just ain't right. I mean,
coming in hot.
Exactly. I mean, just something ain't right. I'm gonna say more along the lines of a little bit more common sense. But my people, Halloween is around the corner. There's a lot of events that are giving candy out. Just be careful with your kids. Be careful with what you give them. I know for a fact that, you know what, the world isn't as it seems. Little kids don't know that if they get candy or they get something given out of blind faith, they will take it because they're kids. They don't know what the cruel world is. So please go check everybody's candy before you give it to them.
Absolutely.
And if you don't trick or treat, no problem. Hey, but let them have something. You
That's
get
right.
it?
That's right. That's right.
So these were your two stories. This is what is happening, my people. Till the next time.
Hey, fool.
Mm.
Do you ever just like sometimes then smell your own fart?
Yes. But
Yeah,
then there's some that are like, God damn, too toxic. You gotta run out. I'm like, oh, yeah.
right. You have to open it up a little bit because it still stays a little hot in the seat because of the fucking.
I have a question. Romance ants.
Yeah.
Really, romance ants. Have you ever tried to catch a fart in your hand?
No, never done that before.
Yeah, me either.
Is it a thing? Is it a male? Is it a man thing or what?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, McDonald. It's just something I heard around the water. You know how it is.
Maybe that should have been your "What Is Happening" story. Thank you so much, Big Tag, for those two amazing stories. As always, rocking the cages and setting the fucking mood. Now, guys, ladies and gentlemen, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, so we're gonna make this quick and easy and fast and simple. Woo, that is right. Now, Big Tag, today we have an amazing episode lined up with a lot of information to end this Fright Fest extravaganza here at Paranoid Radio Podcast. And to do so, we brought in an amazing topic that's going to scare you off your panties. That is right. Now, please allow me to set the mood, to jump from the deep end of the pool and set the mood. Did I say set the mood twice? That's right, because there's two moods to be set today. Ooh, ooh, ooh. To most, this lifestyle and practices shape shifts to dark and demonic reality. To others, this is a life of healing and solutions. Deep from the canopies of the motherland, Africa, comes a rooted religion that has been translated and transformed to be wielded for darkness. With it comes history of zombies, possessions, pain, death, and the reformation by heavy Catholic influences. Yup. Today we are being seduced by the truth behind the powers of voodoo. Bam, bam, bam.
Ooh, voodoo like to put a hex on you. Sheesh,
Ooh.
big dog.
That's right. Big Tag. You want to open up the kind of whoop ass, or should I start?
Um, let's get it, big dog. So, for those of people that do not know, Nolens, my people, is one of the main capitals out here this side of the Mississippi. All right, or is it that side of the Mississippi?
It's this side. It's this side. New Orleans is
It,
on this side.
all right, and Nolens is on this side, my people. There is a big, heavy, I would almost call it religiously following.
Yeah.
It's something very deep. A lot of people really do believe in that. Even if you go down to what's the name of that big street? Even if you go down to Bourbon Street, you see it everywhere. There's actually not only voodoo, but there's other actual things that they have quite seen down there, down in by the
Vampires.
border. Yes, exactly.
They have
Werewolves,
vampire werewolves.
yeah, a lot of big things. So voodoo really takes the cream of the crop where it's practiced all throughout, especially during the whole when Hurricane Katrina hit. There
Mm-hmm.
was a lot of people calling it real bad blood that was going on, believe it or not, really bad.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Big dog, hey, what's good? Give me something,
To
big dog.
to understand New Orleans or New Orleans, I've been to New Orleans 4 times.
Nolens.
New Orleans. To understand New Orleans, you need to listen to Lil Wayne. I'm playing. I love Lil Wayne. I love Lil Wayne. I grew up on Lil Wayne. Check this out. To understand the capital of voodoo in the U.S., which is New Orleans, you also have to understand the capital of voodoo in the Western Hemisphere of the planet, which is Haiti. Now, I'm gonna bring you a couple fucking facts about Haiti, guys. Haiti's a small little country. It's a small little island that divides the island into half, not even to half, to 1/3, and the other 2/3 are held by the Dominican Republic. But Haiti has been the epicenter of all voodoo. Before it was voodoo, it was called Vodo. But check this out. Haiti was the first black republic in the New World. What does that mean? It means that the Haitians rebelled against the French and the Spanish before any other country in the whole a new world and all of North and South and the middle of Central America. The first country to rebel to give a revolution was the Haitians, Haiti. So now the point is this: that what fucking resulted to a revolution, what pushed them to a revolution, was the practice of this religion that was brought from the African plains called Voodoo. Then, in mixture with the French Catholic Church, they created this thing called voodoo. Now, I remember I told you guys, we're going to go jump into conspiracy right before we go into topics of voodoo. Do you remember when we did last year? We did evil Santa Claus. We did also the real religion, the real history of Saint Valentine's. Now
Yes,
we're not trying to ruin your holidays for you guys, but we did mention how
I
the
am,
Catholic
but okay.
Church. You did mention how the Catholic Church actually comes and adopts other religions, pagan religions, and makes it their own. Well, check this out. Vodou was influenced by the heavy French Catholic Church to become voodoo. As a matter of fact, in case you guys didn't know, I'm gonna give you a little fucking little food for thought here. You know the cross, the Christian cross. Well, the Christian cross was originally a cross symbol for the voodoo religion in Africa, the motherland. Jesus is from Africa. Check this out. The cross was actually slightly inverted to the left, and it's considered the cross, the duality of life, and the crossroads of good and evil combining together. And then the Catholic Church adopted the cross. This is again speculation. There's a conspiracy theory. They adopted the cross, and which is this is why voodoo practitioners still to this day use the cross in many of their rituals. Bam! That's real history right there, guys. Real shit. Yeah.
God damn it, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, that shit. Okay, okay. So let's give them some more facts. Okay,
Yeah.
it is speculated that over 85% have been quote unquote seen practicing,
Mhm.
but only 10% actually know the real meaning and what they're
Yes.
actually doing. A lot of it is just for show, not to take anybody, hope nobody tries to put a hex on me or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to sheer statistic, the people that really do follow it is a small following. They actually know the rules of what they're doing or what the hell they're up to be honest.
Absolutely.
So,
Which is why they call it a cult here. But in Africa, it's not
yes.
even called a cult. In Africa, it's a true as religion. It's a way of
Yes.
life.
Yes, exactly. It's no different than somebody, how do you call it? Than somebody persinándose with a cross. It's no
Exactly.
difference.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, no difference to be honest. But one thing that does get to me a lot is the powers that the way they're set up, you have your good and you do have your bad, but they can both be misinterpreted depending on how it is. Very completely different as opposed to, let's say, the Christianity religion, the Catholic
Yeah.
religion,
It could
where
get
you
perverted real fast.
yes. For example, we all know that for the plainest reason, Jesus is good and the devil's bad.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And in voodoo, it could be a very, very heavy mixtures of the same thing, but
Mm-hmm.
they could be misinterpreted different ways depending on how it's gonna get done.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
That's the
one of
role of duality.
exactly, which is one of the crazier things if I'm gonna be honest with you. Um, not only that, there are people that have lost themselves to it that
Yeah.
haven't been seen, that haven't been heard of. There's a lot of missing cases where they call themselves high priestess
Mm-hmm.
and they do go missing because of the malpractice use of voodoo.
Yeah. And this is why that quote comes up. This is a famous quote in the voodoo culture. It's called "Everything is poison and then nothing is," which means that you could use voodoo for healing purposes and to cure people, but a lot of people pervert it and don't only sell the fake shit, but also use it to poison others. Which
Agree.
kind of brings me to the next topic of what kind of rituals they do. So the first thing you need to understand that the way that they do a lot of rituals or initiation is by trial by possession. Also, some fucking can manipulate fire. You need to fucking ways to express this initiation to become a priest or a priestess is oral, dancing, music, rituals, and animal sacrifices. So there is a history of voodoo having human sacrifices. However, in the Western Hemisphere, which is not Africa, everything in Africa they used to do human sacrifices. Here in America, because of the influential part of the Catholic part, they started doing animal sacrifices like goats, pigs, hogs, owls, chickens, and anything basically that has a beak and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
Um, Now another thing that I'll let you guys know. Remember when we did Exodus, the zombie apocalypse episode? If you guys haven't heard it, please go check it out. We talked about the real possibilities of zombies and how there's 8 to 10 different type of zombies that are actually already um uh noted to be real. What the very first zombie that has ever created, been ever, and has ever existed is called the voodoo zombie. Now, the magic zombie is, I want to say, oral. tradition and an oral story passed down, history basically passed down through the voodoo culture, but it doesn't take it away from actually being real. Did you know, fool, that the puffer fish in Japan, like Japanese eat the puffer fish. The people that eat the puffer fish take away the spikes and they carefully um dissect the poison out of the puffer fish before you eat it. Well, before in the samurai days, when they would eat the puffer fish as an extravagant dessert, they would eat the puffer fish and then they would go into a coma for 48 hours. So the Japanese started finding out that if when they eat the puffer fish and they get poisoned, they would die and they would bury them alive. And 2 days later, the people would be dead, basically dying alive inside the burial. So what's happening is the puffer fish has a property that would make you into a zombie that would resuscitate your body after 48 hours of technically being dead, clinically being dead. So a lot of voodoo practitioners in Asia and in Africa and also in the Caribbean, which is called Santeria there, they fucking started fucking noticing, like in people in Haiti, they started noticing that they could use these powers that came from Africa, these traditions with using the pufferfish to technically kill somebody and then resurrect that person and brainwash them to be your zombie. It's not necessarily a flesh decaying zombie, but your brainwash coming up saying I resuscitated you, you belong to me now. And then you actually become a slave mentally to this person. So that's what the zombie idea comes from. Hashtag look it up.
Hey, that is really true, my people. Just imagine being indebted to somebody because they quote unquote brought you back to life when they were sort of the ones technically killing you.
Yeah.
So when it, I'm okay, I don't want to sound like a naysayer because everything and anything is possible, especially in the world that we live in right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I am gonna say that a lot of the voodoo stuff
Uh-huh.
is quite phenomenal just to even read about. They have curements for just about everything, and there are a lot of quote unquote miracles, or as a lot of Catholics would like to say,
Mm-hmm.
divine powers that some people do have when it comes into it.
Uh-huh.
Yes, is it a lot of herbs that you're messing with? Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a lot of quote unquote mysticism behind it because a fake and a real one can both play it off,
Mm-hmm.
but doesn't mean that they know what they're doing. Doesn't
You know
mean that they're
what?
in tuned with it.
It's kind of good that you brought that in. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you know why a lot of the a lot of the Catholic churches in the Americas and in the New World, pray to saints. Not to disrespect, everybody has their own belief, and I respect every belief. It's because the Voodoo religion has over 1,000 deities. So when the Catholic Church trying to adopt it, when they moved into the New World, they adopted these traditions and they try to dismantle. They try to break down like you know how they broke down the Black Panthers by infiltrating them. They try to infiltrate the voodoo practitioners and adopt some of their fucking ideas of ideologies for different gods. So that's why now, for example, Mexico, Central America, and South America, the Catholic churches have a lot of saints. So that's
Agreed,
the
agreed.
evolution of it. It's fucking trippy. Now I'm going to bring you guys something that also brings into evolution. This is real fact. Sacred voodoo drumming from Africa. Now, guys, as you all know, New Orleans is the motherland and the creators of jazz. And from jazz, we have rock and roll, and from rock and roll, we have hip hop, and etc. 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 But the voodoo, what's it called? Sacred voodoo drumming involved voodoo drums, skins, sometimes even skin from people that were sacrificed
Sure.
to do special rituals, and then this massive drumming. So if you go to Africa and you see these voodoo practitioners in these rituals, you see them dancing like really quick. Have you ever seen those fucking twisting things that elevate themselves and they say it's like a possession of a demon and shit, and there's nobody
Yes.
dancing on? So that's the type of drumming I'm talking about. From that drumming in the New Orleans, as it moved to the New World from Africa and from Haiti all the way to the Americas, in New Orleans, that sacred voodoo drumming became jazz. And this then jazz heavily influenced rock and roll. So you could today say that voodoo sacred drumming evolved to rock and roll was the epicenter of culture throughout all the Americas.
Agreed.
Hashtag look that up. So it
Agreed.
evolved. And then we
Uh,
also have the celebrities that do these voodoo rituals to become powerful. Even you told me, Tank. You told me when we did Limpias Amarres, what's Holy Death, Saint Muerte, what's it called? La Santa
sure.
Muerte episode. You mentioned that a lot of presidents in Mexico actually do rituals like this to gain power or possession over people.
Agreed, agreed, agreed. Which is another form of a ritual, believe it or not, which is an
Uh-huh.
extension of voodoo. So if you want to put it in the most simplest terms, voodoo could be constructed as one of the oldest religions, believe it or
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, definitely. Kind of like prostitution being one of the oldest jobs in the world,
Shit.
expertise.
But it's one of if it's one of the oldest, where would they get money to pay for that job?
I don't know, dude. Maybe favors. Because back then money didn't exist. You would only have to do like trading. So trade me that pussy for some fucking for a chicken. I don't know.
I'll trade you that pussy for this dick.
Oh, good trade. That's a good trade. That's okay. So, what do you think, dog? What's up with this shit, dog? Then you also go into the celebrities that do rituals on stage. For example, I'm gonna give you this fucking singer. She's a Latin singer. Her name is Rosalia, and there's a lot of speculation, a lot of conspiracy videos going around where she's dancing and she's doing the same ritualistic dances that they do in Africa: the tossing of the hair, the twisting of the neck, the hip movements, the dancing, the power from the vagina, like everything, like it's the thrusting and everything. It's so ritualistic like that people confuse it to being a massive ritual power for her control over the masses. What do you think about that?
Okay. So that has a lot to say because that is trend setting what she is doing. So
Mhm.
she's either indoctrinating or she is being indoctrinated into something, to be honest.
You think she's doing a ritual or she's just faking it to make it?
And you know what? It could be a little bit of both. Hey, who knows that's how she didn't get a rise to power. The fame that she has now.
I honestly
Who's
think
to
that
say that didn't
there's
happen?
because she doesn't even sing right. For like, I don't even look. I don't listen to this lady. I hardly even listen to music now that I'm a conspiracy theorist. To be honest, I listen to the old shit, but like the new shit, like I think it's trash. Quite honestly, maybe you could call me old, but what I'm gonna say
Oh,
is the way she does her rituals, like her performances, are very like if you go back to African tribes, how they're doing their dances and stuff in Africa, like they have a weird way of dancing. And I'm gonna say it's unorthodox, right? And
yes.
it even looks kind of like it doesn't look like Native American. It looks like Native African. So it looks like voodoo practices to me. The
Yeah, no,
lightings,
no,
the
no, most
gestures.
definitely. It really does. It really does. So it's for the better set of terms, it has a lot of similarities, which can be in doctrine. So, for example, the rock and roll sign.
Hmm.
That thousands of people do it, but technically, when it's being done, especially when celebrities are doing it, it is quoted that they are putting a curse on you for you to listen to them. That is why a lot of them do it, whether they be hip hop, pop, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Everybody knows the rock and roll sign. So who's to say it's not the same thing?
We also the symbolism, the names of the artists, the voices, and even the powers. Now even you know what? After so I mentioned you mentioned something in the beginning about Katrina washing over the land because of all the bad blood that was there, and I also heard that a lot of the like a lot of the Caribbean islands, for example, Cuba and Haiti and Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, and all these other places where Santeria and voodoo exists and is very prevalent. What happens is God again. This is just again religious talk now, right? God sends over a flood, a hurricane to wash over the land because of all the perversity and all the darkness that stands on these islands. Not only drug trafficking, but I'm talking about like human sacrifice and all the bloodshed that rises over through the ages or the decades. And then every so often, God has to send some flood or something to wash over the land and destroy the bad blood. So that's also something. So what happens is that the Haitians went. So I go to TJ a lot, guys. I have family there. I go to Tijuana a lot. So I go to Mexico and I spend some time there. I love going to TJ. It's actually really good to fucking take a little mini vacation in the weekends. So when I go to TJ, now there's a lot of Haiti, a lot of Haitians, a lot. And these Haitians are fucking very practical. They get influenced quick by the culture. They're making tacos. They're talking to you in Spanish. They're fucking doing the Mexican culture. They're dancing cumbias. But there's something also that they're doing that you guys goes under the noses of the Mexican people. And I'm not talking shit here. I mean, I'm just stating facts. Voodoo. So now when you go to TJ, now you don't only see Santeria and Brujeria and Limpias y Amarres and Botanicas, because that's what you call them in Mexico. In Spanish, you call them Botanicas. Now you see voodoo shops with Haitians practicing voodoo
Oh
and
shit.
combining the fucking Botanica practices with fucking with what do you say those with the people that do the brujos? They're not called brujos. They're called maestros. The Mexican priest.
Brujos, they're called curanderas.
The curanderos, yeah. So they mix the fucking teachings of the curanderos with the voodoo practices, and then they get to fucking they start influencing the
Double
little
power.
yeah. Dude, believe it or not, I've seen some fucking voodoo places right after you cross the border, and Haitians run a lot of areas of Mexico, and they fucking adapt fast. So I'll give them that shit right there, bro. But that's real
Hey,
straight
sink
fact.
or swim,
Yeah.
big dog. Sink or swim. That's exactly what's going on right there.
Big Tank, please let them know if you sink or swim. And if you, what are your final thoughts? Please give us the
I
final recap, no cap.
float. I float. Let's get that one straight. You guys know the deal. Catch you at EKNAT626. Once again, EKNAT626. This is Professor SCD checking out with you guys. Let us know what you guys think, what you guys don't think. We'll catch you guys next time. That's
That's
my
right.
word.
Is you know what that means. STD means shit talking degree. Even though he doesn't shit talk anymore, he's been quiet very lately. All season 4, he's been real quiet. I really hope Big Tank starts talking shit talking to somebody, to me or anybody else. Make sure
Your
you check us
mama.
out. Make sure you check us out at paranoidradio.com, paranoidradio.com, and do not forget to drop a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts so that we could read your review in the preview review segment, send you guys a shout out. Also, check out Pushing Rope Show every Friday morning where we talk a lot of bullshit. We're bringing you drafts like your favorite type of drink, your favorite music for the backyard boogie, your favorite song, your favorite horror movie, film, or character. Make sure you check us out at Pushing Rope Show, and you can find all of our information from your favorite host on paranoidradio.com. Thank you.
Till the next time.
Paranoid Radio.